I'm sorry I haven't been there for you. I'm here for you now. We know I'll do anything to you right now, baby.
I just want a normal life.
It's impossible for us. Are you about to be the mother of my kid? We got to do this the right way.
With you two as parents, your baby's screwed. That child is hope.
I'll be here. I'm not going nowhere. I'm going to take care of you.
Yo, what's good? It's your boy Elite TV. I got another video for y'all. Let's get it. Okay, so in this first part, we got Diana on the phone with Tariq. You know, he telling her that he's sorry that he hasn't been there for her and stuff like that. And I'm thinking that this happens after the scene where Carter has Tariq, Diana, and Monet at gunpoint. So he must feel bad about what went down. Okay, so then the second part just shows us stuff we already saw from, you know, the previous two episodes, episode 5 and episode 4. And me personally, I do think it's a little crazy that, you know, Tariq and Diana about to be together after not only did she try to get him lined up, but she tried to kill his mother, Tasha. Like, you know, Tasha ain't one, you know, she's not even involved right now. Like, she's not involved in the game, nothing. So that was just crazy to me. She never even apologized. Like, I don't know. That's crazy to me. But maybe I'm bugging. Let me know what y'all think. This next part just shows us that Tariq and Diana, they do not agree on how to raise their child. Because, you know, first we got Tariq saying that he needs to be on top of the game to protect the family. Then we got Diana saying, nah, that does not work for her. Like, she needs to be out of it completely. She don't want to care nothing around that. She does not want no parts of that. And I could see why each of them have that certain viewpoint. I could definitely see why. So we know that Tariq says he needs to be on top of the game because of his father. Like, he saw Ghost, you know, do his thing, try to balance his drug life with his legit life, and do this and do that. And, you know, let's be for real here for a second. Ghost could have amassed more power if he wanted to, if that's what he was really focused on. But it wasn't. He had his time split between, you know, trying to build his club, trying to build a legit brand for his family, you know, do this and do that, whatever. And while he was focusing, you know, on two different things, you know, trying to split his time, his old enemies from his past was, you know, like trying to catch up with him. Like, you had Cannon, you had Jukebox plotting against him, you had Ray Ray, even though Ray wasn't an enemy from his past, but, you know, he linked up with Cannon and all of them to try to get back at Ghost. So, you know, like, they was trying to, like, run off of his money for real. And then you got Diana. I can see why Diana don't want nothing to do with the game, to be honest, because, you know, she lost her brother, she lost Zeke, she lost her father, Lorenzo. You know, the game really tearing her family apart because, like, they're all not getting along right now. So I can see why she thinks that, but then I could also see why Tariq feels like he needs to be on top. So, you know, I feel like there's really no right or wrong answer. It's just two opposing viewpoints. But I do think that Diana will start to see things the way that Tariq does, especially if they roll closer. Because as we know from OG Power and the events before the show, that Tasha dropped out of school to help Ghost build the business. So, like, she didn't end up getting a degree. So I have a feeling that might be what happens with Diana. But who knows? Maybe she'll finish school and, you know, do all that. But I do think she's going to start helping Tariq. And Tariq's going to start to teach her the game a little bit. But I'm going to touch upon more about on that in a second. And then right here, we got Tariq telling Diana that, you know, he'll do anything for her and that baby. You know, I can't do nothing but respect that. I mean, he's trying to take care of his responsibilities. Because, you know, a lot of other people ain't in Tariq's shoes. You know, they're messing with Anya. They doing their thing. They would just said, like, you know what? I don't want nothing to do with this kid. So, you know, I respect Tariq for trying to handle his responsibilities and be a man. Okay, so that kind of makes me think that Tariq is going to end up showing Diana stuff about the game that she does not know yet. Kind of how Ghost did with Tasha back in the day before the events of OG Power. Because, you know, even though she grew up in a crime family, I feel like there's still a lot she doesn't know. Because, you know, as we saw in season 2, she can't load a gun. And then she kind of be moving too sloppy for me to have grown up in a crime family. Like, and for example, in season 3, when Tariq told her, like, okay, like, you could go put these drugs on the stands for the rooftop. She went up there, like, didn't check for no cameras. As Tariq said, she did not do her due diligence. And then more recently in season 4, her and Drew is on the run from Monet, Ken, and Tariq because they're all out to get them. And what does she do? She books a hotel room with Monet's credit card. Like, this girl is moving too sloppy for me. Like, she gotta boss up. Like, I'm not saying she's ever gonna be, you know, the queen pin like Rock Thomas. Like, that's not what is given. She just needs to move smarter in order for her and her baby to survive, I feel like. And in this clip, we have Diana telling Tariq that all she wants is a normal life. And Tariq's telling her For us, that is not a possibility. It's impossible. And I can see why he'd say this, because as we know, they still have a lot of threats to deal with. So they still gotta deal with Noma, Kane, Carter, and Zion, who eventually does become a threat. And I included Kane in that because although he's Diana's brother, we know he's not above trying to hurt his own family, as we saw in a previous episode. And of course, Kane has never liked Tariq, so I feel like that's always going to be an option for them. They have to deal with him eventually. So a normal life right now is not a possibility. And here we got Effie saying that with Tariq and Diana as the baby's parents, that the baby's screwed. And while she's not 100% wrong, I feel like that is not her place to be saying some slick shit like that. Like, that's slick hating to me. I really think she's just mad that Tariq got Diana pregnant right after they broke up. I feel like that is what she's really upset about. And here we have Tasha. I'm assuming this is after Tariq tells her that Diana is pregnant, that he's about to have a kid. She says that that baby is Hope. And I can definitely see why she say that, because as we all know, she lost Raina, and Raina and Tariq were twins. So that you know, she gave birth to both of them. So, you know, for Tariq to be having a child of his own, like, that's, you know, a new addition to the family. So, you know, she probably sees it as like a fresh start, maybe, like, you know, as a, you know, hope, you know, it's hopeful. And fun fact, Notori was actually pregnant when she filmed this scene. You can kind of see it in her face a little bit, but yeah, she was indeed pregnant when she filmed season 4. And then this scene of Tariq and Diana hugging each other, I'm pretty sure this is after Diana hits that person with that weight she was holding above her head in a previous teaser. Because it looks like she was wearing the same jacket. I could be mistaken on this one, I'm not 100% sure, but I do believe this is after she did that. And then in this scene, we see Diana with a gun. And this did surprise me a bit because, as I said before, I didn't really think she knew how to load and use a gun. But of course, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to just pick it up and pull the trigger. So maybe she's just holding someone at gunpoint. You know, I do think at some point she gets disarmed because in some of the clips she has like a bruised lip. So I don't know if they start fighting or what, but I'm assuming she gets hit with that gun. So we'll see when that happens. So in this scene, we see Tariq about to go slide on someone. So I do think that this is Tariq and Brayden about to go slide on Zion, because at some point he does become a threat that they have to deal with. In this scene, I'm thinking is before the scene that Tariq has someone who I'm assuming is Zion on the ground where he takes the kill shot. So we'll see what becomes of that. But as far as this clip goes, that's all the predictions and theories I have for y'all today. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you like, subscribe, and share it down below. I'm gonna catch y'all next time. Be easy.